Hey guys, how are you doing today? It's Red Orca. Uh, this video here, not like one of my standard ones. This is not just a straight playthrough game. It's cut up a bit, and it's a random all custom. But the reason I've chosen this one to share is every single player in here is playing this on their Xbox One, which I realize I'm a little late with the news. Many of you already know this. In fact, most of you already know this. But I'm excited, along with everyone else I was playing with here. It was pretty fun, right? All of that, I picked this game because every leader is featured. How often does that happen, right? Randomly. But yeah. So as of March 28th, Monday, it is Halo Wars is completely backwards compatible. So the week before that, it was just for Xbox One Premier members, which I was not one. I am now. Thank you very much, penetrators. But definitely people were checking it out, and I know that they've talked about doing it since November, and then we thought December, and I know a lot of people gave up, but here it is. And the reason I'm making this video is to talk to you about basically my opinion of how the backwards compatibility, how well it functions. Okay. Uh, Now, obviously, some of this was to be expected because it's basically your Xbox One pretending to be a 360, so it's running an emulator program. Okay, so when you open up an Xbox 360 game, you open it, and then basically your Xbox One pretends it's a 360. If you want to call up the dashboard instead of hitting the X button, which would call up your Xbox One dashboard, you have to hit select and start at the same time. Okay, so there's that. Two, even though you're technically on three, the one pretending it's a 360, you could still be in an Xbox One party and talk. You can also be on an Xbox 360 party. It's kind of interesting how it works. So they definitely fixed that, which I was worried wouldn't work. So that's nice. Party systems work pretty well. I haven't tried matchmaking with it yet, just customs. Uh, Connection issues that were there before are still there. It being on Xbox One didn't fix that. There will still be people for with whom, if they're in the lobby and you're in the lobby, it won't start. Like the game won't start unless you have the host that whose connection works with everybody. But that's not really a complaint because that's how it worked before. So don't get me wrong there. I'm fully okay with that. Also, if you notice the colors, I realize this is just my my cap card making it look this way, but honestly, if you could see it on the screen, the colors seem more saturated. I don't know if it's just me. I think it's obviously because it's a newer system, but it doesn't look quite the same. Just the colors seem a little brighter. Maybe it's just me though. I could be wrong. Please feel free to disagree with me, but that's another opinion I had on it. Um, Actually, well, before I talk more about the game, one thing I really want to get into is the population. Now, a lot of people who've talked to me, maybe you've heard previous videos, I've been paying attention to the population since last July. So, as of the Tuesday before the premiere members, it was at 3,200 was the number. And if you look right here, this was this morning, April 2nd, 2016, 28,000 in the last 24 hours. So that's the highest I've seen it since this last summer. To give you an idea, this July it was about 14,000, sometimes 12,000 on weekdays, and then it jumped up to 20,000 for a week to 2 weeks after Halo Wars 2 was announced, and then it dove right back down to 12 and 14. This Christmas, it was 12,000 on weekends and like Christmas itself, 10,000 on weekdays. January we were down to 6,000 during weekdays, 10,000 on weekends. In February it was just 6,000 on weekends, 3,000 on weekdays, and then March it just never came back up above 5 ever. So this is amazing. So many people are back. I saw Zero Subset searching last night. I haven't seen him play in like a year, so that's exciting. CTL Baker's back. Sexy Forge, he quit. He's back again. Deadly Dominguez, I am very excited about that one. He's back. Uh, Nate Craw, who's in this game right here, hadn't played in a year. He's back. Uh, just craziness. People I don't even know who played before I played are back. Now, another thing for the review of this to be aware of. Second accounts. Okay, so the way Xbox One works is if one account on that Xbox One that calls that Xbox One home, that's the way accounts work in there, has gold, then every account on that Xbox One has gold. So that means that people don't have to buy a 1 month or find a way to online to cheat a 1 month or get codes off of other games to get a second account. They basically can just make it on their Xbox One. So you should expect to see a lot more second accounts. I know I have. I have already figured out who a couple of them are. A couple others I'm like, I have no idea. So, but that's definitely going to be happening. I definitely expect to see a lot more of that, knowing the Halo Wars community. No, I haven't made one if you're wondering, uh, but I'll be honest, I probably will. Just because so is everybody else, and it's kind of fun to have other names, right? But that's something I don't know if everyone's aware of on the Xbox One. It's also nice because it can save a family money, right? You have three people on there. You don't want to buy a gold membership for each one, right? But that's something to be aware of. Okay, so now the complaint about the port. There was some glitches with the Premiere when it was just for Premiere members, but they fixed that, so we're not going to go into that. Uh, okay, so units already weren't that responsive in this game. I think everybody who plays is aware of that. They don't always respond. We're not. I'm looking at you, Suicide Grunts. It's worse. Okay, and it's not just me. I'm not just saying that, but other people I play with, other people I talk to have all said the same thing. Like sometimes you'll have to click an extra time to make your guy do something. It's a little slower. There's definitely more lag. I am again not the only one saying this. I think it's because it's running as an emulator. Xbox One is different, but you can expect the games to have a little bit more delay and a little bit less unit responsiveness, which, you know what, that stinks, but at the same time, I'll take it if it means that many more people are playing. So I guess you have to look at it as a trade off. You play on the 360, maybe it's a bit more responsive, but you play on the One, we now have 28,000 players. Well, I don't know if that, sorry, 28,000 is the population of like unique IDs like checking in, or 3,000. Take your pick. Which would you prefer, really? I mean, but yeah, no, it doesn't work as well as the 360 one. Definitely going to put it out there, but it is much more of a successful port than Halo Reach was. That one, oh my god. Let's not talk about Reach. But so I think this is exciting that they actually took the time and got it right. I mean, sure, I wanted it before March, and I know you guys did too, but the fact that it's mostly functional is a nice step. Um, I also you will notice if you're playing on the one, it'll say that you're on two devices at once. Like I said again, it's because it's an emulator. So that's pretty cool. Also, you'll notice a lot more people are streaming because for those of you who might not have an Xbox One, you don't have to have a cap card to stream off of it. It's built in. So it's pretty easy to do. Yeah, this is me trying to convince people to switch to next gen. Look at me go. But by the time Halo Wars 2 comes out, you're going to want to. So, don't really have much more else to say about it. Like I said, don't be shocked if you have some more lag. But I guess um, I'm not sure how to fix that. Someone else with another who knows more about it might be able to tell you. But either way, that's my opinion and my overview of the backwards compatibility. If anyone wants to play customs, please do hit me up. Though I can't promise to be playing them this weekend, just because the Doom closed beta is in effect. But after that, I'm definitely looking forward to getting back into some wars, and I bet a lot of other people are too, if those numbers are any indication. So thank you very much, by the way, for watching and listening. And I hope to see you online playing. And, well, as soon as I get any news on Halo Wars 2, I'm sure other people will beat me to it, but I will try to put something up as quickly as possible. And, yeah, talk to you guys again soon.
victorious.